for the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, item number 2, we're gonna appoint new chair and chair pro temp. Kevin's gonna be our new chair. I don't think we've discussed the pro. I make Scott. He's next in line.
Okay.
Let's do it that way.
I need a motion and a second.
I'll make a motion to appoint Kevin Harden as our new chair, board chair, and Scott Hunt as our chair pro temp.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, with that, I am going to adjourn my seat and we're gonna adjourn the meeting. I look for a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn. I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, you got her, Kevin.
So we'll call the meeting to order. First thing on the agenda is approve the agenda for today.
I'll make a motion to approve January 6th agenda.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Look for a motion to approve the minutes for December 30th.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes for December 30th.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Approve claims for January 6th.
I've reviewed the claims and I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
For the amount of $313,528.30.
Thank you.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Meetings attended?
I had no meetings.
I didn't have anything last week.
Holidays kind of shut everything
Yeah,
down.
we're gonna make up for it this week. Don't worry.
This month, yeah.
Okay, number 9, as it reads, this is a chance for the public to pose a question or a topic that they possibly would want on the next agenda. So does anybody have anything?
Well, nothing for the next agenda, I guess, but I would reserve some comments for when we get to one of the. Okay,
22,
22.
probably, and then also the appointments 20,
okay.
so.
Anybody else?
I'd like to know that they're gonna talk some more, maybe next week on the old jail. It's kind of dead to water, it sounds like.
We can put that on the
Yeah,
agenda.
we haven't had any discussion about it. We're all around budgets right this particular moment, but
Okay.
if you want to talk about
If
it.
you wanna wait, that's fine, but it's died and it's still sitting there.
Yeah,
We're on there.
payroll changes.
I didn't see any.
I didn't see any. We're to Adam, and he's not here. So. We have resolution 202601. Do I need to read this?
You don't have to read the whole thing,
Okay.
just stick with it.
It's authorizing the county auditor to pay claims following character upon presentation, biweekly salaries of county officials and employees as fixed by the board of supervisors, and payrolls of bridge and road work on certification of the county engineer. That's it for a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 202601.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, you sign this one.
Yes. And then you pass it down.
Second resolution is 202602. And it, Board of Supervisors of Louisa County Iowa, resolved that Adam Shutt, the county engineer, be hereby designated, authorized, and empowered on behalf of the Board of Supervisors and county to execute certification of completion of the work and final acceptance thereof in accordance with plans and specifications in connection to all farm to market and federal state aid construction projects in the county.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 202602.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Okay, resolution 202603. Be it resolved, the Wise County Board of Supervisors does hereby authorize the county engineer for Wise County, Adam Shutt, to close secondary or portions thereof in emergency situations to safeguard travel and public. Such road closure will be confirmed by Board of Supervisors at a regular meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 202603.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Resolution 202604. Whereas the county of Louisa County by resolution duly passed heretofore has resolved it shall participate in the planning and programming of South Iowa Area Crime Commission. Now it be resolved, the Board of Supervisors of the County of Louisa, that Scott Hunt is hereby designated as county official to represent southeast Iowa crime. Further be resolved that Brandon Marquette, sheriff, is designated as county official's alternate representative.
Make a motion to accept resolution 202604.
I'll second.
Aye.
Any discussion?
It's okay.
All those in favor?
Aye. I just wondered if he should have seconded it.
So I should have wondered.
But it don't matter. It's the problem with three people.
Resolution 202605. The White County Board of Supervisors is here authorizes the county engineer for the White County, Adam Shutt, to sign for and collect federal disaster relief funds on behalf of the county for the secondary road relief plans.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 202605.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Might be done. No. 202-206 resolution is a construction evaluation resolution.
I think that's 2026.
606, yeah.
606, yeah, what did I say?
206, but it's okay, we know what you mean.
There's a lot of 2 O's on it.
Sorry.
Iowa Code Section 455B 2.200E passed by legislation 2002 sets out procedure that the Board of Supervisors wishes to adopt a construction evaluation resolution relating to the construction of confinement feeding operation structure, and whereas only counties that have adopted this resolution can be submitted to the DNR an adopted recommendation to approve and disapprove the construction permit.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 202-606.
Second that.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Say.
I guess we don't sign this one.
Okay, resolution 202-607. Whereas Wise County has recommended Kevin Hurd to serve on Southeast Iowa Regional Planning. Be it resolved that is hereby appointed a 1-year term on Southeast Iowa Regional Planning Board of Directors, expiring January 1st, 2026.
I would be happy Be my pleasure to accept resolution 202607.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 202608. Resolved that the Louisa County Board of Supervisors approves the following list of financial institutions to be depositories of Louisa County funds in conformance with all applicable provisions Iowa Code 12C. Louisa County Treasurer is hereby authorized to deposit Louisa County funds in amounts not to exceed the maximums approved for each respectful financial institution. Institutions include Washington State Bank, Community Bank, Aid and Trust Bank, IPAIT, Minneapolis Savings Bank, County Recorders, Minneapolis Savings Bank, County Auditor, Minneapolis Savings Bank, County Sheriff, Minneapolis Savings Bank. I'll look for a resolution to approve these institutions as our depositories.
I'll approve resolution, or make a motion to approve resolution 202608.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
I think you just did this one.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay. Do we have any other improvements of appointments for county boards?
I do. Sean Norworth just texted me and said he would stay on the Southeast Iowa Regional Planning Board for another year.
Okay,
So that one can go out of the red and into the white.
Thank you.
Yeah, we still need to get one we still have one open seat there, so
okay.
we'll try to work on that one.
If that's the only one, do we have a motion to approve? Do we need a motion to approve
We
that?
need a motion to approve the board appointments as they stand right now.
Okay,
Yeah, because there's still some
There's still some open.
question marks and some open seats, so.
so I have a motion to approve the
Jim
board
wants
seats
to talk.
as they sit right now.
I think Jim wants to talk.
I'd like to comment.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, does that pertain also then to the conservation board, the supervisors? Board?
Yeah, that applies to all boards at the present time.
I still would encourage you to consider the private citizen rather than the board member. I feel that there is some well, I don't want to say manipulation of the state law that allows the board supervisor member to serve on the conservation board. There's two things that need to be considered when you appoint somebody to the conservation board, and that is that they have a demonstrated interest in conservation, and also that it's a 5-year appointment. It's not an annual appointment. And that's what this board has been doing for the last 5 years, 4 years anyhow, is they've been reviewing that appointment annually, and then in this case, this is the first time there's been a carryover, I think, from previous boards.
I've been on it. This will be my debut, right?
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Everybody else has always been 1 year,
Changed.
and I think that's contrary to state law. That should be a 5-year appointment, and it should not be an ex officio position based on your positions as boards of supervisors, as a member of the board of supervisors. And I think the way it's been done in the past, I think is contrary to state law. You should probably ask Adam Parsons for his opinion on how that's being done. And,
We can put that on the next agenda and we can get an answer before then.
I think that would be a good idea from that perspective. And then also the other thing I want to point out is you require private citizens to submit an application in which they describe their demonstrated interest in conservation. And I suppose that's an informal policy, but it's still a policy you felt, or this board has been following. That does not seem to apply to the members of the Board of Supervisors. I don't know if any of the previous members or any of, well, Sean in this case, have submitted such an application. And you do require the private citizens to do it, and I think that's a double standard for one thing. And I would at least, and part of the reason for that, as I always understood, was that shows that that person has a demonstrated interest in conservation. It's not just that somebody goes out three weekends on a summer and camps or something. I don't feel that's a demonstrated interest as such. So I would assume that's the reason that you had the application. So,
I don't disagree with you. We did have 2 applications this time, but we, in the past, from when I've been here, we haven't exactly been flooded with applications, so.
I would disagree somewhat.
Well, I haven't seen.
Yeah, there've been, I think, quite a few applicants.
Well, you've seen it more than I have, so.
Yeah.
I haven't been here very long, so.
Okay, well, we'll try to get some answers together by the next meeting.
I would look for I would make a motion to approve the board appointments as they are currently.
I'll second that.
Okay, any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, approve holidays for 26, 27 fiscal year. There's not really, I think there's, last year we had kind of a decision which day on the side of the holiday you want to take. This year, Christmas and New Year's both fall on Fridays, so
Free
we've got
pet
the
and drive.
Thursday, Friday, free pet and drive.
I'll make the motion to approve county holidays for 26, 27.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Can I just ask how many there is?
What's that?
How many?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes. Okay,
Madam Chair.
Madam Chair.
oh, Adam, you got a report for
Yeah, so, we are finishing up the tunnel project up north. I just remembered I was supposed to bring pictures and I forgot to bring that. I'll bring it next
You're
time.
fired.
It's,
got a whiteboard over there.
of course, if anybody would want to go for a drive and look at it, but you're more than welcome. We can pop in and go for a drive and check it out if you want, but other than that, we are kind of doing some tree clearing, tree felling up north. We have some old ones that are dead and just need to be cleaned up. Kind of hard to get too much done, the ground freezes at night and thaws every day, so we are doing what we can to keep busy with trees and cleanup and things like that, so. In the office, we are working on Highway 99 plans. We're about done with them. I've been working on budget and things like that as well, so. I don't see any snow in the forecast, maybe a small chance on Saturday, so we are ready for that if and when it happens, so. Any questions for me or anything going on out there?
No news is good news.
I think too, so.
We people in place for this.
I'm just emailed her, that's where, you can actually text her, she gave me her phone number, so just take care of it.
While you're waiting there, can you advise as to what specific pending or imminent case?
I don't know if legally.
I'm not,
The only thing that state law allowed is basically, and she probably will disagree, but, it is information where you would prejudice or disadvantage the local government.
I think you could tell them what it's pertaining to, but it not
what
divulging the
public-
information.
Okay.
okay, well, it's pertaining to the, zip line incident out. Line.
Yeah.
So,
Just waiting
I
for it.
may have, when you get to 23, is question over that, depending on. But I'll explain it later if there's if I have a problem. I don't want to bore you with, you know.
Leah, have you made contact with Booking?
Mhm.
And she said no.
So I'm reaching out to other people now.
Question, it's about the appointments. On that list, was Sean still the conservation board?
Yeah.
Okay, I listened to the last meeting and it just kind of trailed off, nobody ever said that.
And you're actually listed on there as the member until term expires in 2026. It's just that they've never followed that process. Except with Sean and the last Tuesday. So,
Somebody's got to keep his thumb on the flies.
well, I just think oversight is good anytime taxpayer money is being spent. So,
I feel like there are some boards that it helps to stay on them for a while.
yeah,
Cause the first year, just like you guys here, it's kind of a little bit overwhelming, but once you get a little history behind you, you understand how that stuff goes. Now, there's some other boards here that just really doesn't
Thank
make
you.
any difference whether or not you trade them.
mhm.
But, some of them, it actually does help to have a little bit of history.
Probably what
Wouldn't
it-
that be served though if we were just an ex officio member attending a meeting and not be?
Yeah.
Especially chairman, just, yeah, you guys, they're all public, I
Yeah.
assume, so.
Yeah.
The more you can involve your public people, the better off you are, and remove yourself from guiding it the way you want it rather than what the commissioner board is. I think that ought to be an agenda item for all boards that you guys are appointed to sit on, an ex officio, not a voting member. Then you can go and say whatever you want. Food for thought.
And we all know how we got here. I mean, I don't think that's any secret. Does it make sense to loosen up and go back the other way? I don't know. I guess that's a decision we'll have to make.
Well, I think,
As a board member sitting on their board, I could care less whether I'm a voting member or not. Personally, I feel like my role there is strictly financial,
well,
but
but that's where part of the problem also comes in, because there's really is the state of Iowa has said that you guys can, or that this, members of this board can serve on any of these boards, Conservation Board, Board of Health, any nonprofit. I mean, there's home rule allows that. That's removes the legal conflict of interest. Because past attorney generals in Iowa have issued opinions that there is a conflict of interest.
So are you arguing the point that we shouldn't have board members on those boards?
I think there's a conflict of interest. Now, whether there's not a legal conflict of interest, that's why you're allowed to be on there. But I think from ethical and I think moral, you want to look at those 2 points, I think there is a conflict of interest.
Hmm.
I don't see how a board member can discuss, like you have, a budget and vote on it for a county department and then come here and talk to these other 2 members without creating a conflict of interest on that. And if I was, quite honestly, if I was another county department head that didn't have that option, I'd be a little concerned.
Yeah, I see your point. I don't know that I completely agree with it, but I see your
Right.
point.
Well,
I think it's important that supervisors are able to communicate with their directors and be on that board and see if you're removed from the public health or conservation, you don't see the inner workings and the stuff that they have to deal with. So you're not able to come back and say, you know what? They really need this to function,
well,
you know?
that's the purpose of the department head, to come in
Well,
and
but-
bring their purposes and their needs.
Yeah, but it's, I don't know. I just disagree.
You don't, the county provides funding for libraries and a host of other things, and so I'm kind
Yeah,
of the time
she's
here.
ready.
I understand.
Okay, do I need to ask her if she wants to close session?
Maybe that-
Maddie, are you on there?
I think she's probably gonna say yes.
You want to ask?
Hello, Maddie. You
You're-
must be muted, we can't hear you.
Muted. Sorry. Unmute.
Okay.
There you go.
There we go.
There we go.
Nice.
Perfect.
There we go.
Okay, so you can hear me okay?
Yeah, we got
Yeah,
you.
so at this point, should we move into a closed session?
Yes, so I just want to confirm, we've got all 3 board supervisors there, as I can see.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, we're all here.
And do we have Jacob there as well?
We do.
Yeah.
But we have others in the room, so we need to kick them out then, or for the closed session then.
Yes, we can wait until we get the vote first. So after you make the motion, I will make a record. So just so you know, before you actually vote to enter the closed session, I want to make a record. So at this time, it'd be appropriate to make the motion.
Look for a motion to go in closed session.
I would ask her specifically to point out that this will prejudice or disadvantage the local government.
The local government?
Well, correct, the board.
Motivation.
Basically read that full 22 when you're making that motion.
Well, so it sounds like we have the motion, it's been seconded, so I would like to make a record now. I've reviewed the record and find that it is legal to go into closed session under Iowa Code Section 21.5, Sub 1, Sub C, to discuss strategy with counsel in matters that are presently in litigation or where litigation is imminent, where its disclosure would be likely to prejudice or disadvantage the position of the governmental body in the litigation. So now you can vote.
Need a vote.
Aye.
Was there a motion in a second?
I gave the motion. I
Okay,
don't
who's
know.
to do the second? Okay.
Okay. But then close that?
Sounds like we've got all 3 on board.
This is not another meeting.
Yeah,
Okay,
just give us a second. Everybody leaves the room.
Sounds good.